Hey guys, welcome to this light weights workout. Today we're going to be working on your glutes and we'll be using small tricks to make these exercises super hard even when using a light weight. So let's get started. For our warm-up, we're starting with RDLs. I love this hip hinge position for warm-up because it really kicks off your glute right away. And as you can see, it's not a standard RDL. I'm actually pulling my arm forward instead of going down because this way your glute activates more and you have less stress on your lower back. So especially for warm-up, this variation is great. And from here, we're gonna go right into squats. So you can open your legs a little wider if it feels more comfortable. And let's start squatting. As you can see, I'm hinging forward quite a bit and I don't go all the way down because this way we activate your glutes, not your quads. Of course, squats are still gonna be working, it's the front of your leg, but here we're targeting the glutes by hinging forward and lengthening your glute to the maximum. You can do 10 repetitions of each exercise, but I recommend just listening to your body. When you feel like your muscles start warming up, you feel a little bit of burn, then try to do a couple more repetitions from there, and this is gonna be good for your warm-up. Okay, so here we're switching sides. Again, pulling your arm forward will help you to activate your glute and will help you to decrease some tension in your lower back. Keep going and then going straight into squat. So again, hinging forward, pulling your hips back. Also try to really push into your heels as you come up. Even if you don't do a lot of repetitions, if you really focus on force direction, really pressing your heel into the floor on the way up, you will feel your muscles working right away, like right after 3 repetitions. So try this little trick of force direction. Okay, so now we're taking a quick break and then getting ready for sumo squats. For sumo squats, we're just gonna be pulsing at the bottom. This way, again, we're just trying to feel the glute and tell your body which muscle to activate in the future exercises. So pulsing at the bottom for 10 seconds and then coming all the way up. And we're gonna do it 3 times. In this video, I'll be taking a break with you, and I recommend taking a longer break because if you're out of breath, it's probably you're limited by your cardiovascular system, not by your muscle strength. So try to take a longer break. If you need even longer break than what I show you in the video, feel free to pause the video and then restart it once you breathe normally again, okay? So here we're going into our second set of pulses at the bottom. Again, as you can see here, same with the squats, we're hinging forward. The more you hinge during squats, any type of squats, the more you're gonna feel your booty because you're lengthening the fibers of your glute. So if you want to grow your booty, always hinge forward and pull your hips as far back as possible. Taking a break here. Just taking a break, catching your breath. Again, if you'd like to take a longer break, feel free to pause the video. Whenever you're ready, this is your last set. As a reminder, this time we're pulsing 10 times at the bottom, and then for the next 5 repetitions, we're gonna go into a full sumo squat. So pulsing, pulsing, pulsing. After you're done with 10 repetitions, you're gonna give me 5 full sumo squats. Whenever you're ready, start lifting all the way up. Really press into those heels. Pressing your heels into the floor to lift yourself up. Make sure you're keeping hinge forward even at the top. Do not go into vertical line, okay? Great, perfect. Woo! This one was really hard. So let's take a longer break. You can put your dumbbell down. We're done with our warm-up and we're gonna go into our exercises. Also, if you don't want to stare at me just standing there, feel free to have maybe like a movie on the side or turn on your music, and then come back to the workout whenever you feel you're ready. Okay, let's start with our first exercise. We're gonna do this position where one leg goes back and we're putting it on tippy toe, and then the other leg is forward, knee is a little bit bent. And again, we're gonna do the same pattern as in the beginning. We're doing our RDL, but this time we're pausing at the bottom. So when you pull your arm back, when you pull your arm down, pull your hips back, and then hold at the bottom for 3 seconds or until you feel a little bit of burn in your glute, and then press into your heel to come up. After 5, we're gonna start adding pulses. So this time, go down, feel your glute burning, and then pulse for 3 times, and then press into your heel to come up. Perfect, we're gonna do 5 of those. Usually I actually do 6 because I count rep 0. So I do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I think it's easier for your brain, but you can stop after 5, or if you like, if it's too easy, feel free to do a couple more while we are taking a break. Great, good job guys. Make sure you're not rounding your back, it's very important. Especially as you get tired, you might want to do that, but don't do that, okay? Let's take a break, and it's especially important to take longer breaks between switching sides because you do not want to get into the second leg when you're already tired. So make sure you have enough of time to recover fully or as much as possible before switching legs, okay? Okay, whenever you're ready, we're gonna get started on the second leg. Again, putting the back leg on tippy toe, the front leg is a little bit bent right from the start, okay? And then as you pull your hips back, you're gonna bend your front leg even more, but focus on the hips. So imagine someone is grabbing your hips and actually pulling them back, and your front knee is bending as a result. So don't focus on the knee bend too much, focus on your hip hinge. And don't forget to pause at the bottom, so pulling your arm down, pausing at the bottom until you feel the burn, and then coming up. Now we're gonna add pulses. So at the bottom, take a quick second there, and then add a pulse. And pulse, pulse, pulse. As you pulse, make sure you're not rounding your back. The pulse is not coming from your lower back. If you need to bend your knees a little bit as you pulse, that's totally fine. Thinking about hinging your hips even further back when you're pulsing, okay? Whew, perfect. Okay, so after 6 reps, or however many you want to do, let's just take a quick break one more time, and we're gonna move into the next exercise. Again, if you just don't want to watch me stand there, feel free to put on some music, I don't know, check your social media or do whatever you want, and then we're gonna start again. Now for the next exercise, we will need a wall. So as you can see, we'll be placing your foot onto the wall. It's a Bulgarian split squat, but with the wall instead of the block or box that people are using sometimes. Make sure your wall is not moving. I close my balcony so it doesn't move. We're putting one leg on the wall, pressing into your foot, and then holding the dumbbell in the arm that is opposite of the floor leg, okay? We're gonna start rotating towards the leg and then press into your heel to come back up. This one is a real burner. You're gonna start feeling it right away. Very important, press into your heel to come up. Also, the leg that is on the wall, you do not need to press your heel into it. You might not have enough range of motion to do that, so that's okay if you put your toes on the wall and lift your heel up. Just try to focus on the leg that is on the floor, okay? Perfect. We're gonna do 10. After 10, you can see me dying here. This one burns a lot. I love this exercise. Here I did not want to take a break. I just wanted to get over with it, so I'm jumping right into the other leg. But if you do want to take a break, that's fine. Just take a quick break and pause the video, okay? Again, rotating towards the floor leg and then press the heel of your floor leg to come back up. Also, as you do this, just for your mental image, you can imagine you're trying to pull your hips towards the leg that is on the wall. So really pulling your hips towards the wall, almost like you're trying to sit down on your leg that is pushing into the wall. Great job. After 10, we're just gonna take a longer break before our final exercise. I'm cleaning my wall here and taking a break. You just have one last exercise and that is it. As you can see, most of the exercises in this video are single leg because if you're using light dumbbells, then it's better to work on one leg only so that the weight is sufficient for muscle growth, okay? Okay, let's get started. This is our last exercise. For this exercise, we're gonna get into a lunge position and first go all the way down until your back leg is touching the floor. This is your starting position. On the exhale, press into the front leg to come up while keeping the hinge forward position, okay? So we are not coming up to a vertical position. We're just extending the front leg, but keeping your torso hinged. Very important, take a pause at the bottom and then explode to come up. So really press into your front heel to come up, okay? Going down, 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 pause and poof, coming back up. On the last one, we're gonna stay there and we're just gonna pulse at the top. Pulsing at the top while keeping your torso hinged forward. We're here for 10 seconds. And we are done. That was amazing. Let's take a quick break and then we're gonna switch sides and that is it. This is gonna be the end of the video. I'm already dying. You can see that I'm out of breath here, so here I'm gonna take a longer break just to catch my breath. My muscles feel more or less okay, but as you can see, my cardio is not great. So if that's you, you also need to take longer breaks to keep focusing on your muscles rather than being limited by your cardiovascular system. Okay, now whenever you're ready, let's take the dumbbell and let's finish this workout. We're going down, pressing into your front heel to come back up. Each time bending your knee, touching the floor, and then exploding to come up. So really press into your front heel. Here I'm already dying a little bit, but if you still have power in you, try to make it even more explosive at the top, but keep your torso hinged. On the last one, we're just gonna pulse for the last 10 seconds, focusing on pressing into your front heel rather than focusing on bending and extending your knee. We're almost there and we are done. Good job, everyone. That was really good. Whew. Let's take a final break. Yay, we did it. We're just gonna do a quick cool down. For my cool down, I'm very lazy, so I just do a couple of stretches and that is it. But if you want to do a longer cool down, absolutely feel free to do that. So here I'm working from side to side, and then I'm just going in this lunge position, putting one knee down and quickly stretching my muscles here, trying to catch my breath, and we are done. Thank you, everyone. That was a really good workout. I hope I'll see everyone soon.